Behind me here, we have some gameplay footage of the entire Inhuman team, and we're going to go over the kits for Karnak and Crystal. Got to say that I think Karnak is only going to be useful in an Inhuman team, but there's some potential with Crystal and her passive ability because she has a way of, when she takes turn, of removing 25% speed against the character with the highest speed. High opportunity there for abuse and creating a stun lock team. Turn meter manipulation, speed bar manipulation, in my experience, has been one of the most powerful mechanics inside of these turn-based games like Marvel Strike Force. Now, we're going to take a look at this entire team. It does look very good. I think it's going to run the top of the arena, but I think we're going to get some substitutions, maybe pulling Quake out. We will see. But as a complete team, I think it's going to be important in war. It's going to be important in an arena. And I just want to say this again. I think Yo-Yo's kit is still bonkers nuts. The more I think about it, it is quite amazing. First things first, let's take a look at Karnak and Karnak stats. And well, look at this first. Hero, Cosmic Skill, Controller, Inhuman, Latent Potential. Latent Potential is a temporary tag just for the Crystal Unlock event to play in her campaign. And characters that have the Latent Potential tag will be Bio, Inhuman, X-Men, and Brotherhood. So it's just going to be a temporary thing. That is not a new tag at all in whatsoever. Now, Karnak seems to have really high cooldowns, but he's very useful with Black Bolt, and his basic attack is called Precise Attack. Clear Evade, which is fun. Attack primary target for 280% damage, and if the primary target has negative effect, gain crit chance for this attack. This attack cannot be dodged like that very much. Crippling Blows. Now this is a middle ability, 6/6, so high cooldowns. Attack primary target for 260% damage. Change speed bar by 20%. Apply slow for 2 turns. Chain up to 3 adjacent targets for 200% damage. That is also going to be useful because one of the abilities on Crystal does more damage if they have slow. Now this is the one that everybody's been talking about right here. Attack primary target for 400% damage and clear all positive effects. If Black Bolt is an ally, what is that, 100,000% extra focus for attack and apply disrupted. Specifically, this is going to be useful against Thanos, Colossus, and Juggernaut. And I do like his passive ability right here. And this is kind of how I feel that Yondu should have been. On turn, choose one random enemy. They have a positive effect, flip it. And if they don't have a negative effect, they get defense down. Oh, that is good. So if they don't have any positive effects, they're going to get defense down. Defense down is amazing. Flipping positive effects seems like a good thing. It's all right. And then gain focus, gain 10% focus for each Inhuman ally, and then gain 10% dodge chance. I don't see this guy being that useful outside of an Inhuman team because really, to knock out a taunt from Colossus or Juggernaut, you have to have Black Bolt. Plus, it's 8 out of 8 and then 6 out of 6. And yes, Yo-Yo can give them Inhuman energy. His speed is 120. So the way that the speed on the team will go is Yo-Yo is the fastest at 140, Karnak 120, Crystal at 110, Quake at 102, and Black Bolt at 100. And I'm thinking that Quake is going to be the worst character in this team. Who would have thought? Let's take a look at the Crystal kit, and her kit is okay. But I really like her passive ability the most. Plus, she gets some bonuses if they have speed down. So Quake can give speed down, Karnak can give speed down, and so can her basic. She's a redhead, so you gotta love that. We'll have 5 redheads in the game, and she's Cosmic Bio Blaster Inhuman. Then she's got that same tag. Tag primary target for 200% damage. Apply bleed, always good. Bonus attack for 120% damage. Apply slow for 2 turns. I love these basic attacks that apply slow. Slow is an amazing. Minus 50% speed is very much a big deal. ROCKNADO, attack all enemies for 75% damage. Piercing damage, which bypasses armor. Repeat this attack 3 additional times, so it'll hit 4 times. And so I was thinking about both Yo-Yo's kits and Crystal's kit, where it seems to do lots of little pieces of damage. Now, I'm wondering, like, what if there's kits where every time you're hit, you get a boost, or you gain certain percentage amount of health? That would negate these kits. Like, every time you receive damage, you get 5% health. Wow, that would just wipe this kit out and they basically negated any kind of mechanic on the other end. I wonder if they're going to introduce that later to specifically counter this kit, because this kit and this team of humans seems to depend on hitting the target multiple times. So very cool. Now this here starts on cooldown. So this is 6 out of 3, 3 out of 6. Attack all enemies for 350% damage. Enemy has slow. They take more damage. Apply stun to all summon enemies. Now keep in mind, Ultron bots, Mr. Sinister summons when he clones, and then when Dark Phoenix is in her second form, when Jean Grey goes into the Dark Phoenix, that is technically a summon. She will get some ability energy from Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo will give her 1 energy when she goes off. So there is some opportunity for this to go off earlier than I would expect. I imagine that we're going to be able to play test this team and it will be very good. But right now we're just guessing that it's going to be good. We're going to take their word for it. Now, I do have some questions about this part of the kit. If an Inhuman's ally health is full at the start of a match, the first time an ally drops below 50% health, heal them for 40% of this character's max health and clear 3 negative effects. Now, also, Yo-Yo will give them defense up. So when they drop below 50%, they're going to pop back up, they're going to get defense up, and they're going to get all the negative status effects cleared. Oh, imagine going from being stunned and blinded to not, and just bouncing right back into battle. Now this right here, it says on turn, change speed bar of the enemy with the highest speed by 25%. Are they talking about highest speed bar on the field? Or, that would be cool if it was that way. Or are they just talking about this character has 140 speed? Is it their current speed, their modified speed, with the speed that they start off in the battle? I don't know. We're gonna have to figure it out once it comes out, but it's not really clear. I'm hoping that the way this works is that it just knocks down 25% speed on opposing team that has the highest amount of speed bar. Like if they're at like 99% speed bar, it just knocks it down a little bit. We will see. Now, we've got some more footage here. We're going to go in and take a look at them in U7, which I don't know if this is going to be a raid team necessarily. I don't think they have the sustain. This seems more like an arena combo team to be used inside of war. I just don't see this being especially useful outside of the arena in war. I don't think this is going to be a raid team at all. So let's go into U7. We're going to take a look at this. And as it goes on, I'm definitely the most impressed with Black Bolt being a hard counter to Ultron, and Yo-Yo's kit is just crazy. And you can take a look at the video up here about Yo-Yo's kit. It's very good. She seems insane. And she probably will have a place outside of an Inhumans team, just like Black Bolt does, because she gives defense up to Inhumans, but it's mostly about how she applies offense down. Always, like every turn, when you take a turn, she's giving offense up. So she hits the opponents a bunch of times, like I was talking about earlier, plus she's giving evasion. She gave evasion to herself. Now Karnak's gonna go right here, and he can chain and apply slow right here. Or he could clear all positive effects and do 1 big hit. Now, this would also applies disrupted, but if this was against a monster tank like Colossus or Juggernaut, that would have cleared that as well. Kind of wasted here in this footage. I think the chain would have been a more effective move right there, because you get the slow out right now. But having disrupted, I guess it stops the evasion for when he goes into smoke screen. But we could have put disrupted on a character like a high priority character right now if you wanted to for sure guarantee that you could get through Mordo. You could have put disrupted on him. That way he wouldn't have went under the stealth when Hand Sentry goes under. Now this is going to hit multiple times. This is going to hit a total of 4 times, so you can see it all going toot, which is kind of nice for getting through annoying mechanics like evade or even death proof, because you know how you can get that final hit on death proof. Quake is still good, but we'll see. We'll see how strong Quake remains. Now that's a monster hit. I've been playing with my Black Bolt. That is unavoidable. It does a lot of damage, and you could do it very early. I'm liking it a lot. I'm a huge fan. So we're going through the rest of this kit right here. I love this ability right here where he got a evasion, 50% chance, and that has to do with Yo-Yo's passive. And like I said, Yo-Yo seems to be the superstar, in my opinion, so far, without having to play this. But I'm just going to tell you, I think Yo-Yo is going to be be the superstar character going forward. And to some degree, Crystal and Karnak are just kind of filler characters that are necessary to make the team good, but we're going to see. Now, this right here is that ability that would stun summons. If she would have did the ultimate, it looks like she did a basic attack there, but she could have stunned summons right there, and I think that's going to be very good as well. What do you think about all this stuff? Oh, Black Bolt doing massive damage right here with an AoE. Plus, he'll be able to ping anybody that drops below 25%. See right here, he's going to hit again. He's going to ping the Juggernaut, and he takes him out. Oh my god, that's so much fun. Oh, this kid is just so good. All of this stuff just seems so good. I love how Black Bolt just like follows up every attack with a little ping. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. I think they're going to be pretty good. I really do. But again, I'm still a little bit worried about the precedents that they're sending right here with Black Bolt being the first legendary character where there was basically no way of unlocking him unless you spent money. There was no free-to-play players that were able to get Black Bolt the first time around. All right, guys, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.